All right, we have a lot to talk about in this episode because the amount of heavy hitters that released this month it's insane. It's ridiculous. Even I had a hard time keeping up with it all. So today we're going to be talking about what I'm currently playing, what I'm going to be playing after that, as well as some upcoming indies freshly added to the wish list, okay? Don't let the thumbnail fool you. I guarantee there's something here you haven't seen yet, because I don't just talk about what's popular. I also get into the absolutely obscure titles too. But first, let's talk about what I'm currently playing, starting off with Wild Blue Skies. And I don't know why other companies don't do this. It's basically guaranteed money at this point, and it's something indie games have been doing since forever. And it's just copying off a blueprint that's already successful. You know what? Nintendo, they have Star Fox. People love Star Fox, so why don't we just make our own version of Star Fox? It's the same thing with racing games, man. We already have Most Wanted. We already have Burnout 3 as blueprints. Just take that shit and just put it in Forza Horizon. There you go. Game of the year. It's that easy. Wild Blue Skies is basically Star Fox, and I'm loving the hell out of it. Also, too, this game is brutal as hell for some reason, in the best possible ways. Don't let the cartoony art style fool you. This game has been whooping my ass. If your teammates take too much damage, they have to sit out the next mission, and you only get 3 lives. If you lose all of them, it's a straight up game over. And I don't mean a game over as in you have to start the mission from the very beginning. I really mean game over. You have to start the entire game from the very beginning. No, it's not a roguelike. It's an arcade game in the purest sense. Not everything needs to be a long-ass story game. Sometimes you just want something that's quick and with high replayability.
Hit the glowing big forward!
Dodge the mines!
Blue Bombers checking in. Let's protect the temple.
Eyes open, team.
You can't hide from me.
Locked and loaded.
You want a piece of me?
All bombers are go. Let's send Grimclaw packing.
You will not stop me this time!
Next, we have Duskfade, the game I put in the thumbnail, and at first I thought this was going to be a Kingdom Hearts style game. I'm only about a few hours in so far, and it really kind of reminds me more of those 3D platformers I used to play on the PS2. Games like Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter. I can't really give you much outside of my first impressions, but from what I played so far, the platforming feels so damn good. The boss fights are surprisingly well designed, and holy shit, just the graphics. I was playing this on my Steam Deck, and I was in utter shock that this was even playable at all. Seriously, with all the lighting and reflections and particle effects, it's surprising that a game that looks this good is this well optimized. If you like Elder Scrolls, specifically Morrowind, then you need to play The Lantern of the Laughless Saint right now. Yeah, sure, it's not finished yet. It just released in early access, and right now it could use a lot more polish. But what's here right now is absolutely phenomenal. The voice acting is great. It has that level up as you play RPG progression, but by far, the exploration is easily the best thing about this game. Talk to NPCs, they'll mark things on your map. Quest givers, they'll give you vague directions on where to go, and I have been so sick and tired of games that are too handholdy. They want to dump yellow paint over everything. You know, it's refreshing, okay? Now, in the game settings, you can add quest markers to the map, but you will be shamed for it. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to walk around with a permanent dunce cap for being a little bitch and not finding my own way. I just want to get this video done already so I could just go back to playing it.
Full multiplayer co-op from day one. Experience the game in single player or bring your friends. The Lantern of the Laughless Saint hits early access August 17th with everything you just saw in the game. Will you be able to stay sane?
Also, Big Hops just got a co-op update. So now you can play the entire game together. This is one of the best 3D platformers I've played in years. And one thing I thought always sucked about Nintendo and games like Super Mario Odyssey is the co-op in Nintendo games can feel so lazily tacked on sometimes. Big Hops feels like a mix between Super Mario Galaxy and Breath of the Wild, how you use the tools from the environment to solve puzzles. It's an awesome little indie game, and now it can be played together. Agent 64 is exactly what it looks like. 007 GoldenEye. And just like Wild Blue Skies, just like the Lantern of the Laughless Saint, in every game really that I've shown off, it's just a blueprint, man. It's already here. We already know what's popular. We already know what worked in the past. We already know modern AAA is creatively bankrupt. Some of the greatest games of all time, just take those and make your own versions of them. It's really that simple. Does Agent 64 Spies Never Die feel like a ripoff of GoldenEye and Perfect Dark? Absolutely. Does an indie studio giving me more of what I already enjoy make me upset? Hell no. All right, now for the games that I want to play after I'm done with what I'm currently playing. I really want to play these games, but I have that 5-game limit. I'm not about to needlessly add to my backlog that's already infinite at this point. And sure, everybody knows about Mortal Shell 2. You're probably already playing Mortal Shell 2. But I still want to acknowledge its existence and, tell you guys that I think it looks really fucking amazing. You could argue that it's actually a AA Souls-like, sure, but, it's coming from the same publisher that gave us games like Balatro and games like The Last Faith. I know indie is a pretty gray area these days, so at this point, any game that's being developed that doesn't have to go through an HR department or a million different layers of approval just to add in one little insignificant feature, I'm just gonna label it as indie at this point. A high production indie game. Anyways, I think Mortal Shell 2 looks awesome. Maybe if it goes on sale, or I just get the urge to get my ass kicked again in another Souls-like game. But yeah, I'll get it when I get to it, alright? Now, I've heard a lot of people say that Twisted Towers is like BioShock meets Willy Wonka. And honestly, there's not much more you can do to describe this game more that would sell me on it even more. I almost broke my 5-game limit rule and bought this game out of impulse. But through insane amounts of patience and delayed gratification, I'm going to try my best not to be an impulsive dumbass. And next up, and this game literally just released today, is Cicada Mata. It's this cool-ass, high-flying movement shooter. You're dashing all over the place, shooting enemies, trying to finish the levels as fast as possible. It's very speedrunny. I played the demo during last Next Fest. Absolutely addicting game. You can pick it up for like $10. I mean, imagine that. In a world where video game publishers want to start charging you $100, $10 indie games. Yeah, I'll just stick to those.
You are perfect for each other.
Speaking of $10 indies, Gutted, Infested Crypt, it looks absolutely nasty. Seriously, this limb-based combat with all this gore, it's gnarly as hell, dude. And I can't wait to give this one a try. All right, now for some upcoming indies, the ones I was talking about that are freshly added to my wish list. This is going to be more rapid fire because I'm lazy and I don't want to deal with all the editing. But White Creek is an upcoming survival game, and what's unique about this one is it's getting released on the Sega Dreamcast. If that doesn't get your attention, I don't know what will.
White Creek is a sick town, Alicia. Are you its cure, or the poison that destroys it?
Next is Scavland, and my first impressions of this trailer was Stalker meets Project Zomboid. And then for all you little chudlets out there, this is almost guaranteed to be co-opted by the anti-woke toxic sludge on the internet. And listen, I hate woke propaganda slop just as much as the next guy. But using games like this to one-up the faggots at Galo Studios just exposes how much grifters we really have. And just like the modern audience you guys hate so much, you're probably not even going to play this game. Let's be honest. Because for these people, they only look at them through the lens of politics. For normal Giga Chat gamers like us, we see a badass Devil May Cry inspired hack and slash. And dude, games with busty ass bitches is just a normal thing. Stop playing all this AAA slop. You might actually see that. But yeah, a lot of internet shit going on with this one, but I still think it looks awesome. And listen, if you find my language or my opinions too abrasive, you can cry about it in the comments, okay? Moving on. Off Access looks pretty cool too. It's an indie shooter that lets you flip the entire world upside down. You're fighting on the ground, fighting on the ceiling. I'm all for these awesome new concepts. I'm not much of a tactical guy myself, but one game I do have a lot of nostalgia for is Fire Emblem. And that's basically what Grey Heritage is. I loved Fire Emblem on the GBA, I thought it was peak on the 3DS, and this could be really good.
It's time. I will do what I
Calls for me.
Then we have Lie of Calum Spirit, and this has to be the first ever indie game I have ever seen that takes inspiration from Xenogears. I've only ever played the Xenoblade games, but this seriously makes me want to try Xenogears for the first time. Next, we have Medium Rare, a tactical FPS with an action point system. Another one that I thought looked pretty unique. Neo Berlin 2087 looks pretty sick too. It's giving me huge Deus Ex vibes. It's being marketed as a stealth detective game. I don't know if it's going to have any MSIM design to it, but regardless, I think it looks cool as hell.
Memory isn't evidence. It's a weapon.
Holocaust is just straight up Resident Evil 7, and this is the first one on our list that has a playable demo right now. I guess I'm about to find out. I just installed it.
Because he has set his love upon me. Therefore, I will deliver him, and I will set him on high. Te voy a matar, hijo de puta. Somebody help me! Were those not your exact words?
Michelle! I'm coming! What the hell is wrong with these people? We have to get out of here!
Our wells are dry. Our lands are dead. And the cattle extinct. Why have you abandoned us? Do we not do everything to please you?
And what else has a playable demo? It's Beat Weaver, and I've already talked about this game a few times on this channel. Literally just released the demo today, and I just got done installing this one too. Take a look at it. And lastly, we have Quantic River. Just basically looks like Ghost Runner, but in 2D. Here, have a look.